Hello everyone, this is a video on the texting feature on the Yamaha CD player, model number CDX-397Mk2. A lot of people, including myself, was unaware that they made CD players that display the name and the album of a song while it's playing, because I did not see it in the 90s when it first came out. I've never known anyone that had one of these, but it does display the name of the song, the title, and an artist name. I didn't come across this until a couple of years ago because no one talked about it. I came upon it because I was looking for a CD player for my stereo setup, and I happened to see one where the display came up and the name of the song or the artist was on. I was like, wow, how did that happen? When did that happen? And I started doing some research and found out that these CD players did exist, but maybe a lot of people just didn't know about it. I grew up in New York City, and I've never seen any of my friends or family members with a CD player that did this. But please note that the CD itself has to be encoded with the information in order to be displayed. Now, you will also need a CD player that has this. It says compact disc digital audio text. It has to say text on it. Otherwise, forget it. It will not display. Also, the CD itself has to be encoded with the name of the songs, the title of the album, and the artist. So I'm going to give you, and I'm going to show you an example. So I have an Adele CD that I put together myself. So when I first turn it on, it's just displaying the name. The track number. So on the remote here, I'm just gonna hit text and time, and as you can see, the name of the song comes up. It'll scroll one time, and then it will just stay there. So if I hit the button again, greatest hits. This is a custom CD that I put together myself. And it's called the Adele Greatest CDs. Greatest Hits CD. Adele, the name of the artist. And you have the time, how much time is left, the total album time. So this is just a regular CD that I put together myself on the computer. And a lot of these CD burning programs, it allows you to put the name of the song in. I mean, that's a total different thing for me to go on the computer and try to show people how to do it. I mean, I'm sure there's other videos on that, but it would just take up too much time. So these CD players are actually still out there. Yamaha made a whole bunch of them. Marantz also made it. Sony. So you can still buy them like on eBay. Yamaha still makes CD players, and the new ones do have this texting feature, but the problem is that it will only display for like a few seconds, and then it'll go back to whatever track it is, track 1, track 2, so it will not stay on the screen. I personally like this because it stays on the screen, so I never have to wonder, oh, what is that song playing? I never have to wonder. All I have to do is look, when I'm walking by and I see the name of the song. So I don't have to wonder. I know some people might consider this old technology, but if you never knew about it, you know, it's new. To me, it's new. And I love my stereo system. You know, I know everything has to do with the music files and, you know, like the Apple Music and things like that. But I still love CDs. Now, not all manufacturers from the record companies, when they produce a lot of these music CDs from the artists, actually had it built in, had the text encoding built in. So 99% of them that you put in to a CD player like this, it'll just display track 1, 2, you know, the amount of time left and things like that. And it doesn't tell you on the CD case itself that it has the text and information built in, so you don't know until you actually put it in. Now I'm going to show you something a little different. This is just a regular audio CD that I made on my computer. Okay. So I'm going to eject this, right? Now, there's one thing that's different about this CD player is actually it plays MP3 files. So MP3 is a different format where you can put a lot more songs onto a CD. So as you can see with this one, I have 122 songs on this CD that I custom made, an 80s pop hit CD. Now I'm going to show you the difference with this when it starts to play. Okay. With this one, the track name, album, it will continue to scroll, which I really like. Total files 122. That's 122 songs I have on this one particular CD. So I'm going to hit play here. Now look how it scrolls. Air Supply, 80s pop hits. And you see how I keep scrolling? If you make a custom MP3 CD, it will continue to scroll, which I actually like. So I can sit back, you know, on my couch or whatever and look at the name of the song, the album, and the artist. It will just keep scrolling. These are things that you just not learn on YouTube, and no one is talking about it. So that's why I figured I would finally make a video on this. Now, this Yamaha is a 220 volt Yamaha. I got this from Germany. They never sold it here in the United States because it's 220 volts. As you know, in the United States, we don't have 220 volt outlets. So what I did, I purchased a converter down there. So you can buy this on Amazon. I got it in one day. I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to show you the plug. See, this here is the plug. This is a 220 volt plug. They only use this in Europe. We do not use it here in the United States. But this converter here will switch it over to 220 volts. And I keep it right here under the cabinet. Plug it back in. Turn it on. So you will not find this in the United States. So you have to go on eBay and hope that a seller from Germany will sell it to you. A lot of them won't, and I had to keep asking. And what they will tell you is it's just too expensive to ship to the United States. And I would say, well, I'll pay for it, no problem. And they still didn't want to do it. Now, one person had this one on auction, so I started bidding on it. And not many people was bidding on it. And I won, and I think I paid like $20 in American money, and maybe $20 shipping. So I was able to get this for $40, and this was one of the best Yamaha CD players ever made. This is very popular in Europe, and when you go on eBay on the European site, you'll see they have a bunch of these for sale. They aren't brand new. They were made in the 2000s. So they aren't brand new, but they are one of the few that will actually play MP3s and regular CDs that have the texting feature on it. Now, they have the CDX-397 by itself, and that one will only play regular audio CDs. So if you could find this specific one, CDX-397Mk2, that will play MP3s also and display the name of the song, album, title, everything, just like this. Okay? If you have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments. I always answer people. I love talking about this stuff. I am no expert. So I'm just telling you what I know and what I found out. I love the CD player. It's just beautiful. It does everything that I want it to do. To make sure when you buy the CD player, make sure that you get the remote with it. This specific one, I don't see the model number on it, but I can always find that out if anyone wants to know. But I would say don't buy the CD player if you cannot find the remote, because for some reason a lot of people sell electronics, radios and TVs or whatever, and it doesn't have the remote. It just makes no sense to me. If you do not have the remote, a lot of times the song names will not display because you have to physically hit the button right here where it says time info, or it will not display. Usually when you put it on, this is all you will get, it right there, because there's no other buttons on here that will allow you to do that. It's just, play, pause, next track, rewind, or previous track, and eject. So you have to get the remote, otherwise it'll kind of be a waste of time. And even if you cannot find this specific model, Marantz makes it if you want your stereo system to match. Like right here, all I have is Yamaha. But if you have Marantz, they have the Marantz players that also do it. Just always make sure that it says text. You have a bunch of Yamaha CD players, the 5 CD players. The 5 disc CD players. A bunch of them do it. They would display the name on the bottom, but you still need that remote. So, if anyone has any questions, please let me know, and I will definitely try to answer. Like I said, I don't know why people weren't making videos on this to give out the information, because I'm sure there are people who would like to know. And I learned, and I want to help other people. So thanks a lot. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will definitely respond. I will not leave you hanging. All right? Take care.